Welcome back. I hope you all are fine and remaining inside. So, we were discussing regarding the security issues caused by USB and other storage devices. We have seen that nowadays they came in various shapes and sizes and can look like normal day-to-day objects. So, organizations cannot ban them easily. They create security issues as systems do not have controlled access to such devices. Also, firewalls as well as antivirus softwares are generally useless against USB devices. So, what can be done? There are some software solutions available, like for example, the device lock software, that the example we are going to study here. This is the website for the software. You can see it is written here that it is a company providing the products related to enterprise data loss prevention and device control. There is a term used for in the enterprise scenario that is called as the endpoint data leak. So this device lock company provides protection against the endpoint data leaks. So this is a diagram here through which we can see what kind of protection is provided. So it will give a monitoring of who is accessing the data at what time of day, when the data is getting accessed, from where and in what format. So that is the kind of monitoring provided. Again, there is one more diagram here that will give you an idea of from what are the various endpoints through which data can be accessed. So these are the examples, that is the USB, Bluetooth, printing, mobile devices, copy pasting, then the sharing on the network, on the social network. So these are various endpoints, and this software, it provide the monitoring against such kind of data access. So here on this slide you can have a summary of what kind of protection is provided. Now such solutions are available. So the organizations must subscribe to them to get secure against the problems caused by plug and play devices. One more thing to discuss here is that the falling cost and more computational power of mobile and handheld devices is also complicating the situation of cybersecurity in general. 10 to 15 years back, such handheld devices were highly task oriented, that is capable of doing very limited tasks, and also they were very costly, so can be afforded only by big organizations. This situation is totally changed right now. No matter what kind of job you want to perform outside your office, you just have to look for a supporting app that can support either your cell phone, smartphone, or the laptop. You have to download it and you can do your job. To handle the situation, it is important to have a separate device management team if your organization can afford it, or the organization's information security team should pay special attention to this issue. They can provide awareness, education regarding the proper handling of mobile devices while doing the office job. And if organizational policy is there to handle mobile devices, the security team can also guide the employees regarding the rules and guidelines while doing the office job. Now, the next issue discussed here is the threats because of the lost or the stolen devices. As you can see from this slide, the data that is inside the United States itself, which is considered to be a very safe country, around 6 lakhs laptops have been reported to be stolen every year on the airports. So you can imagine the situation in India. You can take one very simple example, that is since 2016, 2.43 lakh wireless phones have been reported missing according to a survey by the Times of India. So obviously if a device go outside the office premises, they are at the risk of getting lost or stolen. This situation is actually becoming a large security risk to any company because of the number of devices or laptops they are getting stolen. Here the threat is not because of the cost or value of these devices, but because of the content inside those devices. Especially if we talk about the smartphones, all our email accounts, social media accounts are open. Open means when you log into social Facebook or onto your email through a laptop, you provide the password, but that is not the case when you do log in through your smartphones, right? So our they are mostly without any password. So the security is there only until the device itself is locked, the smartphone itself is locked. Once the lock of the smartphone is open, once it gets unlocked, all the private and business information, right from the contact details to the business files, can be accessed. So this can put any company to a serious risk of exploitation or the damage. If the mobile devices have access to the corporate network, that will be a bigger problem, because again if there is an app installed on a smartphone that can provide access to the corporate network, it will be in the constantly running mode without any requiring password each and every time when that app is getting opened. So how will you protect the data on such devices? So here basically there are two issues that we need to address. That is, first is the data which is persistently stored on the devices, like the email addresses, the contact details, or maybe the some sensitive company files which are stored on the laptop. And second is the applications which are always in the running mode, like the WhatsApp. So in almost all the WhatsApp, generally all the organizations nowadays have a official group that is used for the office communication. So to address these issues, there are two basic measures. First is encrypting the sensitive data. This is a device oriented solutions where you can encrypt the contact files, the contacts and the files stored inside the your cell phone or the laptop. Second is encrypting the entire file system. It is particularly useful when data outside of the or data is getting access outside of the organizations, like a spreadsheet. So if it is encrypted, it will be safe when transmitted online and opened only after providing proper, you can say, access credentials. Also, if the data is stored on the hard disk or the removable disk, it is, and those things get lost or stolen, it will be at the risk of misuse. So what can be done? Again, there are some third party solutions available which protect the data on the lost devices, as well as they provide the encryption to the enterprise servers. So these solutions can be used by the organizations for the protecting data on the lost devices. Also, there is a self destruction mechanism that will destroy the data on lost devices, or it can initiate a database command to delete the data from user's device. So again, apart from this, organizations must have an action plan ready under their security policy that will give guidelines regarding what to do if a theft occurs or a device got lost. Plus, the employees must be aware of the proper procedure to follow to report the stolen devices. Now, the next topic to discuss is educating the laptop users. So when companies provide laptop to its employees, it is commonly observed that employees misuse those laptops to download non-work related softwares, musics and movie files. Such things are capable of spreading viruses and spywares. So such malicious codes will first infect the laptop and then they may get spread on the business network. To protect against this, company first of all must have tools to manage the internet access on the laptop. Sadly, that is not the case. Generally, companies, when they provide the laptops to employees, they are not equipped with such kind of tools. It is observed in a survey. Plus the companies must have policies and procedures to avoid such misuse. Means there must be a rule to take the disciplinary action if the employee is using the company provided laptop to do such activities, that is downloading the non-work related files, etc. And because of that, if some harm is getting done to the laptop itself or to the business network, so such policies should be there.